We made it. We made it to Santiago, the Cathedral of Saint James the Greater, Saint James, son of Zebedee. It's been a great tour, one of the most physically demanding things I've done in my entire life. Today, even though it was a shorter ride, I was about, 3 miles out of the city, getting close. Could not yet see the top of the city, but I knew I was getting close. And flat tire on the rear tire. I was in the back of the pack. The lead rider who was with us had already gone. My dad had already gone. I was all alone. And of course, it started to rain as soon as I got the flat tire. So I was trying to text people, letting them know that I was stuck and I would be late because I had to change the flat tire. And if you've ever tried this, while it's raining and you're using your iPhone, the drops are hitting the screen and pushing letters you don't want. And so I was trying to text with the rain hitting the screen, and I was frustrated, and I had grease and oil on my hands from trying to change the tire, and it was a frustrating and yet again humiliating moment because I knew I was so close. I was so close to Santiago and yet so far away. And in my mind, I pictured everyone in our group 3 miles ahead, sitting in a cafe, warm, out of the rain, drinking cappuccinos, having a croissant, and I wanted to be there so bad. So after about 10 minutes, I saw my dad coming down the hill, and I tried to wave at him and flag him, but because it was raining and bad weather, he didn't see me, so he went all the way down the hill, and I felt bad because I knew he was going to have to climb it back up. And then finally, one of our lead riders came, and he found me, and I had a tube in my bag, and I'd already taken the back wheel off. We changed the tire. We got back going again, and not long after that, we crested over the hill, and there were the spires of Saint James, and it was emotional. I didn't expect to be that emotional. I think maybe having the flat tire and this setback at the end and being all alone and broken away from the group. But I said in my soul, actually I said it out loud, my eyes look up unto the mountain from whence my help comes from the Psalms. And it was kind of that feeling of, you've gone through all this, you've struggled, you've had setbacks, and then there's the destination. I thought this must be what it's like if you've lived the Christian life and you've gone through hardship, and then you finally at the end realize you're close to home. You're close to heaven. Or maybe you've been in purgatory for 1,000 years, and finally you're getting towards the end. You're like, this is it. I'm finally getting to my ultimate destination. And you see that beautiful cathedral on the horizon. You're like, I'm almost there. I'm about to be out of the rain. I'm about to have something warm in my stomach, and I'm about to go to the cathedral. So we got there, and of course, yes, the whole group was at a coffee shop drinking cappuccinos, and they came outside and cheered me as I came up. The last pilgrim on the bike who had the flat tire, and I went inside and warmed up a little bit, and we got off our bikes and we walked into the city, into the plaza right there before the Cathedral of Saint James. I put up some pictures on Instagram, Dr. Taylor Marshall, all one word if you want to see those. It's a great picture of my dad and myself embracing in front of the bikes, in front of the facade of the amazing Cathedral of Saint James. And we're here. We took a photo at the 0 kilometer mark, which is right in the middle of the plaza. And here we are. It's awesome. So we're going to go to Mass at the Cathedral of Saint James, and that will bring the completion of this pilgrimage, and I'll report back on that Mass. And then I'm also going to conclude with another podcast, the history of the Camino and the history, the legend of St. James's body going from Jerusalem to Spain, and maybe weigh in on the historicity of that. So look forward to those 2 more to come on the Mass and on the history of James. Buen Camino.